Want to talk about leverage. But first, never forget that when a story breaks early, there's a reason a story breaks early. LeBron going back to Cleveland, biggest story in the country. 300 people, media NBA writers, who have been embedded in the NBA for decades. Nobody broke the story. Nobody broke the story until Lee Jenkins, SI, one of our regular guests. Why? Nobody wanted the story out. This weekend, source says the Lakers expect to have Lonzo Ball for a solo workout, but that they are not sold on Lonzo Ball. That was a report this weekend. Well, that's cute. What's the story behind the story? The Lakers want that story out. The Lakers don't want to appear desperate for Lonzo Ball. They don't want to appear locked into Lonzo Ball because the Celtics have the number one pick. They are historically their arch rival, and Magic, Rob Pelinka, and the Lakers don't want to get used by the Celtics, who could threaten to take Lonzo, put the Lakers in a very precarious position. That's number one. Number two is that LeVar Ball, he already has leverage. He has the prized asset is his son. The Lakers want to keep their distance. They don't want to have to give him suites, seats, parking spots, any demands. They don't want to give him any leverage before the draft. So there's a story out there that the Lakers are not sold on Lonzo Ball. Listen, last night, the audio's not very good, but Pat Riley and Magic Johnson were in L.A. doing an event for American Express, and Pat Riley was joking about Magic taking Lonzo Ball, and Magic was giddy and laughing because he knows it's going to happen. And let me tell you something. Do you know why this is leaking? This is leaking because Lonzo Ball, here's the American Express moment last night. Lonzo Ball has the leverage, not the Lakers. You think the Lakers have the leverage? No, they don't. Lonzo Ball has the leverage here. He is instant commerce. Okay, Lonzo's going to have a nice career without the Lakers. The Lakers have not had momentum in years. That's why they signed Kobe Bryant. Time Warner was demanding they give him a star because Time Warner pays the Lakers a lot every year. It's a massive deal. Time Warner said, sign Kobe or no money. We're not signing a deal. Well, guess what? Kobe's gone now, and they don't have a star. They don't have a star. Brandon Ingram, D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, these aren't stars. They're replaceable. They're nickelbacks in the NFL. They're replaceable parts, offensive linemen that don't play left tackle. Okay, Lonzo Ball has all the leverage here. He is commerce. The Lakers will set every NBA Summer League attendance and TV rating record if Lonzo Ball is a Laker. So this report that the Lakers aren't interested or are not locked into Lonzo Ball is laughable. They need him more than he needs them. You don't think the leverage is with the kid. It's with the kid. Remember, the Lakers have shown a history in recent years of making decisions that aren't basketball-only decisions. Yankees have done this with a Yes Network. This is what happens when you have these powerful billion-dollar-a-year regional TV deals. You've got to acquiesce to these big TV companies. Lonzo will be fine without the Lakers. A Lakers momentum without Lonzo, you ain't getting Paul George, you ain't getting Jimmy Butler. You just got a bunch of C-plus dudes. Chris Mannix, by the way, longtime NBA guy, laughed at the report the Lakers are not locked into Lonzo Ball.
Have they settled on one guy? No, but nobody has. I mean, I text with GMs in the lottery right now. They'll tell me there's 3-4 guys they're looking at. They'll name some of those guys every so often. But it would be foolish for the Lakers to be completely locked in at this point. I can tell you that LeVar Ball has no impact on any team. I've been almost astonished, Colin, at the number of GMs I've asked. I said, is LeVar an issue for you? Is LeVar a problem? Would he prevent you from drafting Lonzo? Every single time, absolutely not.
But Mannix also said it's happening. Lonzo to the Lakers is happening. That leads me into the second story that got leaked for a reason. Colin Kaepernick is not going to sign with the Seahawks. Colin Kaepernick apparently had a workout interview with the Seattle Seahawks. Now, first of all, 18 starting quarterbacks got hurt last year. There's not a real reason to sign him right now if you're worried about PR, fan backlash, which may happen, may not happen based on the city. Probably get some. I mean, let's be honest. Fans, their venom, their agendas disappear once they're in a playoff race. You're 7-4, you're 6-5. Your quarterback gets hurt. Kaepernick's the best on the market. All that venom, all that anger, all that backlash disappears. That's the way pro sports works. If a team's good, if a team's got momentum, a team's rolling, they need a player, suddenly all the things we care about in our life disappear. You'll put anybody on the team that can help you win. If you want Kaepernick, and I think he'll eventually sign during the season, right now it's dead time. Nobody's talking games. You get into the football season, late October, early November, you're 5-5. Your star quarterback goes down. You have a chance to be in the playoffs. You pick up Kaepernick. Nobody's going to care. That's just the way the history works. We're almost a year or two removed from the knee. It would be fine. But here's what's funny about this whole situation. Pete Carroll's reputation has always been, USC fans will tell you this, it's always been, always compete. But yet with Kaepernick, he said, listen, he's a starter. We've already got one. So we want the less talented quarterback, and Austin Davis is less talented than Kaepernick. I think everybody understands that. But Seattle, this is why stories leak. This is why Lonzo Ball leaks. This is why Kaepernick leaks. Seattle put it out there, then Spike Lee tweets, the Seattle councilwoman press release, and the Seahawks go, nah, not interested. It's off season, not interested. Russell Wilson's our guy. Just ask yourself, all the big stories that have happened recently, this one leaked, the Lonzo Ball story, Lakers not interested, leaks. The Kaepernick, Seattle not interested, Kaepernick's getting a workout, leaks. Let me ask you, when John Lynch, think about the stories that haven't leaked recently, that were huge stories, huge. John Lynch signs with the 49ers as GM. When that story initially broke, you did exactly what I did. You thought there's a John Lynch that doesn't broadcast or play football in the executive ranks? And then I'm like, it's our John Lynch? It's John Lynch, the football player? John Lynch, the guy that was safety, Fox broadcaster John Lynch? I was thinking to myself, oh, I don't know the other John Lynch. Oh, it's that John Lynch. That story didn't break. Why didn't that story break? Because John Lynch was testing Jed York, the owner of the Niners, to see if he was a leaker, which he is. And Jed York knew John Lynch was testing to see if he is a leaker, which he is, so he didn't leak in that instance. Think about LeBron going back to Cleveland, did not leak. 300 NBA beat reporters. Jay Cutler, Fox Sports. I saw him in the elevator 11 days before he signed with Fox Sports. You want to know why I didn't talk about it? Because my bosses told me to not talk about it. We knew almost 2 weeks in advance Jay Cutler was coming to Fox Sports. They didn't want it leaked. Kevin Durant to Golden State. He interviewed with 5 teams, 4 teams, 3 teams. Think about the stories in American sports that don't leak. It's all the big ones nobody wants to leak. Kaepernick trying out for the Seahawks, leaks. Lakers not interested in Lonzo Ball, leaks. Remember, there's a story behind the story. Media companies, leagues, and teams are constantly trying to test you and manipulate you. You saw this yesterday with ESPN bringing back Hank Williams. You know why that is. We're not too liberal. Let's bring back a 70-year-old irrelevant country singer who called our former president, well, I don't even need to go there. You can figure out why they did it. Companies have huge PR staffs. They sit down. They talk about these things. They release them to the public. They let it bake with the public for 48 hours. And then suddenly, Pete Carroll, Mr. Competition, yeah, I don't want another guy who's capable of starting in our roster. That is the exact opposite of his brand. Lakers, Lonzo Ball could go any way. Yes, of course, they're going to work out several players. That's what you do just in case the Celtics took him. but they're taking Lonzo Ball.